Today we will be reviewing lesson 3.3 from Into Math, and before we begin, make sure you have everything you need to be successful for this lesson and also know what assignments your teacher has assigned for you today. That could be through the Into Math site on Clever or using your Into Math workbook at home. Our I can statement today is I can use objects and draw to show how to add three numbers. So for today, your goal is going to be using objects and drawing to show how to add three numbers. Let's start with Sparky Learning. Amy sees a small garden with 6 tomato plants, 2 pepper plants, and 3 strawberry plants. How many plants are in the garden? So remember, there are 6 tomato plants, 2 pepper plants, and 3 strawberry plants in the garden. So let's draw to represent the plants in the garden. So I'm going to make 6 counters to represent the tomato plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to write the number 6 down here. And then I'm going to make 2 counters to represent the pepper plants. And I'm going to add the 2 to the 6. And then finally, I'm going to make 3 counters to represent the strawberry plants. And then I'm going to add 3 to 6 and 2. So now our equation reads 6 plus 2 plus 3. Let's use our counting on strategy to solve this equation. I have 6 counters here to represent the tomato plants, so I'm going to say 6 and count on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I know that there are 11 plants in the garden. So 6 plus 2 plus 3 equals 11. The objects represent the 6 tomato plants, the 2 pepper plants, and the 3 strawberry plants in the garden. How many plants are in the garden? So here we see the objects, or the counting cubes, representing the plants in the garden. Again, I have 6 red counters to represent the tomato plants, 2 yellow counters to represent the pepper plants, and 3 green counting cubes to represent the strawberry plants. So again, we can use our counting on strategy to solve this problem. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I know there are 11 plants in the garden. Stop and think. How did you show each of the 3 numbers? Yes, so I drew counters to represent the plants. And then they also used counting cubes or connecting cubes to represent the 3 numbers. Let's try one more. Mrs. Smith uses 6 apples, 3 oranges, and 4 bananas in her fruit salad. Carla wants to know how many pieces of fruit Mrs. Smith uses. Mrs. Smith uses 6 apples, 3 oranges, and 4 bananas in her fruit salad. Carla uses 6 red connecting cubes, 3 orange connecting cubes, and 4 yellow connecting cubes to show the problem. So 6 plus 3 plus 4. Again, we can count on to solve this problem. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Mrs. Smith uses 13 pieces of fruit. So remember that there are 6 apples, 3 oranges, and 4 bananas. First, Carla adds the number of apples and oranges. Then she adds the number of bananas. Let's look at the cubes to solve the problem. So we have our 6 connecting cubes for the apples and our 3 connecting cubes for the oranges. So when I add those together, I have 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I have 4 connecting cubes over here to represent the bananas. So I know that 6 plus 3 is 9. And then I have 4 more. So my equation for this problem would be 9 plus 4 equals 13. There is a group of 9 cubes and a group of 4 cubes, which is a total of 13 cubes. The addition fact is 9 plus 4 equals 13. Remember, you want to add 6 plus 3 plus 4. Here's another model that can be used to find the sum. What addition fact shows the model? So I can make a 10 with my red connecting cubes and my yellow connecting cubes. 6 and 4 I know is 10. And then I have 3 connecting cubes over here to represent the oranges. So 10 plus 3 equals 13. The addition equation that matches the concrete model is 10 plus 3 equals 13. Mrs. Smith uses 6 apples, 3 oranges, and 4 bananas in her fruit salad. How many pieces of fruit does she use? I remember she uses 13 pieces of fruit. The sum of 6 plus 3 plus 4 is 13. Stop and think. Why can you choose which 2 add-ins you add first? Correct. If you remember from our previous lesson, the order of the add-ins can change and the sum will stay the same. Let's take a look at our journal pages for this lesson. On page 85, you have Sparky Learning. You're going to draw to solve how many plants are in the garden. On page 86 is Build Your Understanding. You can use the connecting cubes to solve how many pieces of fruit Mrs. Smith uses in her fruit salad. On page 87, there are 5 black pens, 2 red pens, and 4 blue pens on the desk. How many pens are on the desk? So you can use these counters here to solve the problem to add 5 plus 2 plus 4. And then down below, you're going to solve for 3 plus 2 plus 1 to find out how many shapes Stephen draws. And finally, on page 88, you're going to draw to solve. You're going to solve to draw and draw to solve your thinking, to show your thinking. Zoe sees 4 birds, 5 ducks, and 3 turtles at the lake. How many animals does she see? And then you're going to solve 2 different ways to show 2 plus 5 plus 3.